Welcome back to the Wild Siberia channel. We're going to be traveling to Mongolia. This is going to be a video showing you exactly how the trip goes when you leave Irkutsk Oblast and head south into the land of Mongolia. And we do travel through Ulan-Ude until finally reaching Ulaanbaatar. So let's go and enjoy. Senya. Hello my friends. Today is the day we travel to Mongolia. Now we've made this trip before and honestly it is one of the most beautiful scenic train routes in the world, I would guarantee, because you cannot see this anywhere else. You have beautiful Baikal at your view for maybe a few hours on this train, maybe, right? You can see Baikal for at least maybe at least 1 hour. This train hugs the edges of Lake Baikal. You get to see many small villages, and it is one of Senya's most favorite destinations, Mongolia, Ulaanbaatar. Amazing. So Senya, how is the trip? Just explain maybe how long it is and how does it feel?
It's 22 hours, almost all day what you spend in train. You go near Baikal, beautiful nature, very good view. And when you cross border at night at 12, you lay down sleep and wake up in Ulaanbaatar.
Yeah, see guys, the reason why this train is so amazing is because it doesn't feel like, what is it, 22 hours like you said?
Yes.
It doesn't feel like that because you go to sleep in these comfortable beds that we'll make later, and you wake up in the capital and the trip is over. And once you cross into Mongolia, actually, there's so many scenic things, rivers, horses in open fields. You get to see two cultures. You see Russian villages and Mongolian villages. So let's get settled in here, fix the room a little bit, and we'll show you how that goes later. But for now, let's try to see a little bit more of Baikal. There's actually a lot of wildlife that you can see while you're looking out the window. If you're some person that likes birds, maybe bring binoculars so you can capture a better look at the different birds that will be swimming on top of the water or flying by. Right now we're gonna have Senya fix up her bed. We've done this many times. The first thing you need to do is bring down this side compartment. As you can see, this is it's like cushion, it's a lot softer. All right, and then she'll put down her blanket. When you fold the blanket that they give you in half and you lay it on top, it fits perfectly. So Ksenia ended up doing it the way I do it. And now you put the cover on your pillow. Really nice and simple. A little smile maybe, Ksenia? There you go. Awesome. All right. So Ksenia finished her bed and she's got two blankets on the top, right?
Yes.
Nice. The thin one and the thick one. And the thing is, what I do is, I don't do all of that. I just put on this one and I sleep on top. But Senya, she knows exactly how to do it. Thank you so much for showing us. Well guys, inside this wagon, and most wagons, if not all, of course, you'll get this little booklet. And in this booklet, you get to see that they sell foods, that they sell souvenirs. So if it's your first time traveling on the train, do look at this little booklet, because sometimes you'll find things that you may like. For instance, I've never bought a souvenir from the train, but I'm thinking about getting this little star here. I don't know if you can see it, and it's only 50 rubles. That's less than $1. And I absolutely love it because the people wear it on their hats. We can take a closer look at the other souvenirs. We'll just skip all the food, but you can see they have keychains, trains, pens, all sorts of designs, of course, and some patriotic stuff, the ZVO. Yeah, the St. George ribbon, really cool. This is the one I want. Oh, this is so cool. So, there you go. Remember, guys, open up the souvenir book, support the train system, the train company, and get yourself something really cool and nice. I love seeing these little towns that just show up in the middle of nowhere. You have to imagine these towns are on the edge of Lake Baikal. Baikal is right over those trees over there. And many rivers like the one we just saw feed Baikal, over 300. And that is why Lake Baikal is the biggest in the world. A really good hack for traveling anywhere in Russia is don't go to sleep early the night before. Get yourself really tired so you can sleep for most of the road. And so Ksenia and I are basically going to sleep for the next 3 to 4, 5 hours maybe, making the trip a lot shorter than it should feel. This is the most comfortable train yet. You can see she's cocooned in her little bed. It's been about an hour or an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and Baikal is still here. The views are still amazing. Ksenia is sleeping a little bit longer. Look at these old little villages out in the mountains near Ulan-Ude. It's amazing what you can find in a train experience in Siberia. Getting to Ulan-Ude is basically the halfway point, guys. Once you get there, you can relax. It is the longest stop. You can get out and stretch your feet, maybe eat, and just expect that the rest of the road is going to be fast. And of course, we can't see it. Oh, how are you feeling?
I'm very good. I sleep maybe like 4 hours.
All right, 4 hours, very cool. And I'm doing all right as well. Why? Because I know once we get to Ulan-Ude, we can eat, we can play cards for a little bit, and then maybe go to sleep. And tonight there's a border inspection, and after that you just go to sleep indefinite until the arrival to Ulaanbaatar, and that's it. The trip is very easy. Okay, well, we had to get off the train to show you. This is how the front of the station looks. And on the side it has like a little family of bears. The station's fairly, well, not fairly, very clean. You can see the ground. It's all looking nice. And you can take the top and then go into the main station. Really nice, huh? Something that I've never seen on a train is having these little cards here. Here you can see it's green, that means it's open, so it opens. But if you're going outside, you take this room key and you close the door, and then it'll lock it. It'll be red, and now it won't open. And now it will. It's like a hotel room key. Unbelievable. I've never seen that. Have you seen it, Ksenia?
No.
No. All right. Very nice. It actually has it also on the inside of your room. You see, you can lock it. You can open it. You can lock it. You can open it. Very cool. Now it's time to make our train food, which is basically noodles. Everybody eats noodles, or they bring bread and meat. This trip's not so long, so we brought only two noodles each, and now we're gonna go make it. And I know we've made it in the past. Same process. We'll walk to the end of the train. There's gonna be some hot water. You'll see. Let's go.
Yeah, it's hot.
All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. No mames. Here's our 5-star meals, guys. No worries. This is what you eat on a train when you're just traveling very short distances, Or like I said, you could bring other food, your own food. But for us, it's just easier to eat these dumb little noodles and don't worry about it. We're gonna eat this noodles. What's wrong with you?
Why you move?
This show is rated PG-13. Comment below what movie that's from. And now we're leaving Ulan-Ude, where we'll just head straight south. Now it's just a race to the border. There's not many stops on the way to Mongolia once we leave Ulan-Ude, so this is getting to be really, really cool. Whoa, what is that? Is that like...
In Russian it's called parabos.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how it's in English.
Whoa.
He smoke like this.
We're smoking, guys. We're smoking on the way out to Mongolia. Ulan-Ude is smoking. This is the outskirts of Ulan-Ude. This city seems very massive. It looks like a growing city, like an industrious city. It spreads into the mountains. We've left the center, of course. This is what the outside looks like. So Ksenia's beating my ass right now at Uno. But if you're going to be traveling on the train, bring games. Because this really does make the time go a lot faster. And bring snacks. We've stopped playing Uno because Ksenia won 4 in a row. And I'm just not willing to keep losing. It's too much to bear. You can see the terrain is almost completely flat now. We've left the last little hills on that side. You cannot imagine the number of rivers you get to see on this journey. It's absolutely beautiful. The terrain also changes from time to time. You get to see forests disappear and they turn into land where it is just plain, where people just have their animals grazing outside. These villages are magical and I hope you get to see them one day. The village we're just passing right now is perhaps one of the last villages on the Russian side of the border. We're going to do the Russian inspection, which lasts 1 hour and what?
50 minutes.
1 hour and 50 minutes. So before you get to go into Mongolia, it takes about 1 hour and 50 minutes for the Russian security to look through the train and check all these things, check documents. Then you get to leave Russia, and on the Mongolian side, the inspection's about how long?
1 hour is 40 minutes.
1 hour and 40 minutes. So overall, it's almost, it's like almost 4 hours if you add everything together. Maybe a little bit of delay on both sides. Anyways, once you get to cross into the Mongolian side, then you ride off into the sunset and you wake up at Ulaanbaatar. Whenever we can record, I will record, but for now let's look at some scenery, see how the nature looks around here, because it's definitely changed. There's no big forests anymore, there's no more mountains. Okay, so I think that the border town is Naushki. Naushki. And this is where they're going to do the train inspection. So now we have to go. I got the flash on. Alright guys, we're done with the inspection. The passports are still on the table. Now it's time to go to the Mongolian side to do this all over again. I am not excited. This part, it takes a long time, but honestly, after it's done, we go to sleep and forget about it. We'll see you perhaps in Mongolia, and if not, Ulaanbaatar. Little buildings, train station buildings, right before you leave Russia. Of course, there's still land left, but we will not stop until we get to Mongolia. До свидания.
Okay guys, now we come to Mongolia checkpoint.
she's getting the footage as we're arriving to the Mongolian checkpoint. We're supposed to put this down, and everything on the train, all the windows are closed and all of this. It's for security reasons. So now it's time to get checked by the Mongolian Border Patrol. Thanks for capturing that, Senya. We've finished the Mongolian inspection. They give you like a little card of declaration. Now we're waiting for our passports, then we'll be on our way. The next time you see us, we'll be close to the capital. You'll be seeing the scenic terrain around Ulaanbaatar. Good morning, guys. We're in Mongolia, of course. You can see the fields filled with horses on this side. I'm going to guess that this is for horse meat. No more mountains, just fields with horses. Very interesting. In this time lapse, you get to see the train coming into Ulaanbaatar all the way from the outsides where there was actually no tall buildings. And then as we get closer to the center, you start seeing these larger buildings until eventually we get to the absolute center. It was a blast recording this. And we've arrived. That was a time lapse that actually took 22 seconds, but in reality it was about 30 to 40 minutes. Unreal. Yeah, now we're here in Ulaanbaatar. Let's head outside and see how the weather is. And I'm so happy to be back. How do you feel?
I'm very happy.
Yeah, we love this place. Let's go outside. This is the front of the train station, guys. Ulaanbaatar. Really cool. And now it's time to go take a bus to the room that we rented. The bus costs 500 of their money. I'll put the conversion on the screen. But let's go. We had to walk because it's a Saturday. The walk from the train station to the center is not far. You can get to the center of Ulaanbaatar in like 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah. So if you ever come visit, don't be scared if your apartment's at the center. You don't need a taxi, okay? The taxi people are a little bit too aggressive. You don't need a taxi. You don't even need a bus, but it's helpful to know the bus system. But anyways, 20 minutes and you're in the center. Nice little walk. You can see all around. It's beautiful. Senya is beautiful. Good morning. We're almost there. We're inside the apartment now, and this has to be perhaps the best looking apartment I've ever seen in Ulaanbaatar that we've stayed in. What do you think?
Yes, it's the best.
So let's turn this around and show you. The bathroom slides open like this. You can see the toilet is nice. Hello. The shower is a standing shower. Very cool. In this would-be closet, you have the washing machine, a beautiful living room. Amazing. You have everything modern, the kitchen, coffee maker. Very nice, right? And you have the main bedroom, nice bed, the balcony. View to the city. And that's it. For the week, it cost about $120. That's not bad because there's more expensive places that don't look this good, in my opinion. Here's the view from the kitchen. We're on a main avenue.
Thank you so much for watching our trip to Mongolia.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.